Good evening and welcome to Queens College Hillel's Virtual Awards for Excellence in Jewish Leadership. This past year has been like no other. On March 11th, 2020, we closed the physical front doors to QC Hillel and opened up an entirely new world of virtual possibilities. 1 year later, I can't help but think back at the tremendous work of our staff and students. While Queens was the epicenter of this terrible pandemic, our staff sprung into action. One by one, we checked on students' health, safety, and wellness. We also connected students to much needed cash assistance grants, thanks to the extraordinary efforts of our partners at UJA Federation of New York and the Hebrew Free Loan Society. And at the same time, we transitioned every single one of our learning opportunities, internships, and fellowships online nearly overnight. Shabbat and holiday celebrations also continued with out-of-the-box Shabbat kits and weekly virtual candle lighting. We introduced new career readiness programs, transformed our social media strategy and content, and continued to support the leadership of our student-led clubs, whose resilience continues to astound me. I am forever grateful for each member of our staff team, for each student leader and intern, and for every member of our fantastic board of directors. Their passion, patience, and perseverance is how we'll continue to serve thousands of Jewish Queens College students all across the borough and the city. So thank you for joining us tonight as we honor Ellen Koppelman and Jonathan Welgrin with awards for excellence in Jewish leadership. We'll hear from some friends and partners and enjoy a special performance by our very own award-winning a cappella group, Tizmoret. Tonight also officially kicks off Hillel Global Giving Week. Every gift made to QC Hillel this evening will be matched dollar for dollar thanks to Hillel International and a generous board member. We hope you'll consider supporting us this evening by making a gift right here on this page or by texting the phrase awards21 to 44321. Speaking of awards, I am honored to present Ellen with the Award for Excellence in Jewish Leadership. When I came to Queens College in 2012, Ellen was one of the first people to reach out and make me feel welcome. As I transitioned into my new role as director, Ellen helped me feel ready, and she gave me the confidence I needed to lead. Ellen's constant and consistent support of Queens College Hillel has allowed us to grow and thrive and to continue to transform students' lives in meaningful ways. Her leadership and her vision made it possible for students at Queens College to have a safe and comfortable space on campus. The Ellen Koppelman Lounge is now a place where students can be themselves, make new friends, create new communities, engage in Jewish text and Jewish thought, and get something to eat when they need it. For her leadership, for her commitment, and for working to improve the lives of our students and future leaders, we proudly present Ellen Koppelman with the 2021 Award for Excellence in Jewish Leadership.
Hello, friends and family. First, I want to thank those of you who agreed to serve on the Tribute Committee, honoring me for my leadership of Queens College Hillel, and presented me with this beautiful crystal obelisk as a reminder of this wonderful recognition. Although COVID-19 canceled the June 6, 2020 event, I am proud to say that Queens Hillel found creative ways to continue serving Jewish students at Queens College. With that, I am honored to receive this recognition for my dedication to the enormous, ever-expanding ways that Hillel enriches the lives of our diverse student population. I will explain how this dedication came about. I was born into an assimilated Jewish family. My mother's parents left Poland in 1923. After World War II, my grandfather, Morris Laban, searched for his brothers, nieces, and nephews in Budapest, Hungary, only to find that all had perished. And so my grandfather felt it was dangerous to be a Jew. Our family did not observe Jewish holidays, but when I was 10, I was permitted to attend Sunday school. I recall the story of Noah and the whale, and I fondly remember waving the Israel flag with my friends on Simchas Torah. My parents couldn't afford to join the synagogue, so that was the end of my Jewish education. The only message I received was marry a Jewish man, which I did. And when I was 27, my son Mitchell was born. His birth was a catalyst for the long search for my Jewish identity, my heritage, and for learning about Torah. When I brought Mitchell and Jordan to Hebrew school on Sundays, I stayed for Rabbi Silverman's adult classes. As they learned, so did I. 30 years later, I am still studying Torah with my community in New York. They enrich me, and I enrich my community, which is also the stated mission of Hillel, to enrich the lives of Jewish students so that they may enrich the Jewish people and the world. In 1978, Ludwig Jesselson, a dedicated philanthropist, invited my husband and me to Israel. It was our first trip to the Promised Land. We spent the day with UJA's Prime Minister's mission, flying on C-130 transport planes, landing at Army bases in the Sinai. I recall the generals telling us just how much Israel was about to give up for peace with Egypt. I was profoundly changed by my first Israel experience. Today, college students visiting Israel with Queen's Hillel's birthright trip are profoundly changed by their experiences, just as I had been. Upon returning to Greenwich, Connecticut, I realized that writing a check just wasn't sufficient. So I learned how to fundraise, co-chaired the UJA Women's Campaign. In doing so, the Jewish community helped me develop the skills to become a leader, and my life experiences and leadership skills I developed along the way led me to become a leader and supporter of Queens College Hillel. My involvement with Hillel occurred when a friend and fellow leader, Sandy Kahn, invited me to join the board of directors. Like my time with UJA, I learned, I listened, and I observed the leadership of both Sandy and Muriel. In addition, I had been joining my husband, Murray Koppelman, to meetings when he was president of Brooklyn College Hillel. When I was asked to step up to the presidency of the board, I wasn't sure I had the skills necessary to succeed. But Uri Cohen, our new executive director at the time, guided me. We even traveled to Washington, D.C. for a day of leadership training with Hillel International. As a member of the executive committee, I helped hire Jenna Citron Schwab, our current executive director, to the position of Director of Jewish Student Life. Jenna worked closely with Uri to transform our Hillel into the robust, diverse, and inclusive organization it is today. When I started my presidency, Queens College Hillel was located in a 3,300 square foot, poorly used loft-like space. We needed to renovate. Staff and student leaders came up with a plan to build a Beit Midrash, a lounge, and welcoming staff offices. The architectural plan would completely transform our space. But when the $100,000 gift never transpired, we were deflated, terribly disappointed. One morning, while brushing my teeth, I looked in the mirror and solicited myself. I said, "Ellen, will you provide the seed money to begin raising needed funds for the renovation?" I couldn't say no to myself, and the entire board followed my lead. The president of the college and UJ Federation of New York also knew the importance of a strong Hillel and provided the remainder of the funds for the project. Because we now had a Beit Midrash, Ira Lipman of blessed memory from Fifth Avenue Synagogue donated a new Torah scroll. To celebrate, we held a joyous renovation celebration where students and staff danced the Torah scroll into our new beautiful space. In 2015, we were awarded Hillel International's Philip H. and Susan Rudd Cohen Outstanding Campus Award for engaging a vastly diverse Jewish student population, embodying pluralism and tolerance in the best tradition of Hillel, one of the largest and most diverse student populations in the world. whether our students were from day schools or just Jewish like I had been. Queens College Hillel is welcoming to them wherever they are on their Jewish journey. I am proud that Queens College Hillel has always been a safe place to discuss Israel. This year, we welcomed a new Jewish Agency for Israel fellow, Sapir Basal. Before coming to Queens Hillel, Sapir had served in the Israel Defense Forces and then spent 2 years as a middle school English teacher. Now she's helping our students learn about and connect to Israel. As a proud Mizrahi Jew, she is using her love of music and food to introduce our students to unique and beautiful diversity of the people and land of Israel. We also provide opportunities for our students to develop their leadership skills. Last year, Queens Hillel mentored 81 volunteer leaders and student interns, including leaders of 5 Jewish clubs, a Jewish sorority, a Jewish fraternity, and our award-winning Jewish a cappella group. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to meet many of these student leaders, many of whom serve with me on the board of directors. I've watched them begin their careers, marry, and start families. There are even 3 new Hillel babies on our board, which brings me much nachas. In closing, I am reminded of a quote from the famous pediatrician, Dr. Spock, who said, "Throughout our lives, we are always discovering who we are." Throughout my life, I've taken on various leadership roles that have challenged me to learn and continue to discover who I am. But leadership ability was never natural to me. It is an ongoing learning process that continues to this day. Thank you, my fellow board members, for seeing the leader in me and for recognizing me with this year's award for excellence in Jewish leadership.
I am honored to present the Student Award for Excellence in Jewish Leadership to Jonathan Welgrin. John exemplifies what it means to be a dedicated volunteer. Whatever the need, whatever the challenge, John jumps at the opportunity to help. Whether it's organizing holiday packages or live streaming a candy sukkah competition, John never hesitates to help. When students shared that they missed just hanging out in the Koppelman Lounge at Queens College Hillel, he helped the Hillel Club create and maintain a virtual community space through Discord. And he does everything with kindness and a smile. For his inquisitiveness and dedication, his kindness, and his thoughtfulness, we present the 2021 Student Award for Excellence in Jewish Leadership to Jonathan Welgrin.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here to celebrate the honor Ellen and I have of accepting awards for excellence in Jewish leadership. I want to start by thanking QC Hillel staff, particularly Rav Sarah and Jenna, for all the work they put into making QC Hillel a great environment and for graciously giving this award to me. Now I want to thank my parents, particularly my father, may he rest in peace. He was a QC graduate himself, and he had always encouraged me to go to the QC Hillel events and always shared his memory of the QC Hillel events. And lastly, I'd like to thank QC Hillel Club President Shannon Miller, who helped me not only find my place on the board, but also with each of the events I coordinated. So thank you, Shannon. One of my first memories of the QC Hillel Club is the event, the Free Friday Night Dinner, which is an event we do 4 times a year, where we host hundreds of students for a Shabbos dinner. And when it came time, I was one of the volunteers to serve the food, and I made friends with a lot of the other servers. And it was through this experience that I learned how to forge friendships with people who had different religious beliefs than I do. And I hope that the QC Hillel can continue to create such an environment for everyone that is filled with acceptance and tolerance. And thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Hillel Wallach, and I am the board president of Queens College Hillel. On behalf of the Queens College Hillel Board of Directors, congratulations and kol hakavod to our honorees, John and Ellen. And to our staff and student leaders, we thank you for your dedication, passion, and creativity. Thanks to you, we will go back to campus stronger than ever. I'm very excited for the next section of our awards ceremony tonight because it's a surprise. We've invited some special guests to share words of congratulations with you. Let's hear what they have to say.
As president and CEO of Hillel International, it is my great pleasure to be able to offer a hearty mazel tov to tonight's honorees, Ellen Koppelman and Jonathan Welgrin. The work that you are doing on behalf of Queens College Hillel at the board and student leadership levels respectively is making a tremendous difference, advancing Queens College Hillel, but also setting up QC Hillel as a model for the entire Hillel movement. Mazel tov for the very well-deserved honors.
Good evening. I am grateful to Jenna and to the board and staff of Hillel for including me in this wonderful celebration. Hillel has been part of Jewish life in Queens for more than 70 years, but what you have accomplished over the past year, from creating remote programming for our students to combating food insecurity in our borough, is truly inspiring. I'm also inspired by tonight's two honorees for excellence in Jewish leadership, alumna Ellen Koppelman and soon-to-be alumnus Jonathan Welgrin. Thank you for your contributions and mazel tov to you both.
Hey there, my name is Shannon Miller and I'm the current president of the QC Hillel Club. I just wanted to wish my friend and fellow Hillel board member, Jonathan Welgrin, congratulations on his designation as the recipient of this year's Excellent in Jewish Leadership Award at QC Hillel, and a congratulations to the entire graduating class of 2021. You made it.
I've had the great fortune to help transform organizations over the course of my career. I've never done it alone, always with a partner. The quintessential partnership is where people see what they bring to the table, the resources and ideas and visions that they share, and make something that only exists in someone's mind or in someone's shared minds into reality. Ellen, you exemplified that partnership. You saw what was possible. You saw what you could bring to the table. You saw me as a partner such that we could work together to make dreams possible. What the two of us shared made so much possible. And I really want to thank you, Ellen. You're so deserving of this award. Mazal tov.
Congratulations, John.
Ellen, Stuart and I are so proud of you. All your accomplishments with the Queens College Hillel and your steadfast commitment from early on in helping gain new supporters, work with the kids for great new programs, and of course the Koppelman Center. When I brought you into the Hillel, I never would believe that the student would far surpass the teacher. We're so proud of you, your leadership, and we love you very much.
It's my pleasure to join the tribute to Ellen. Ellen's been an incredible leader for so many years at UJA Federation, Queens College Hillel, and so many other important Jewish organizations. And as much as we owe Ellen for all she's done for our community, and we owe her a lot, Ellen owes us one too. She met her beloved husband Murray at a UJA dinner. Ellen, Mazal Tov, you're incredibly deserving of this recognition.
Mazel tov.
Congratulations, Ellen.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Amen. She'olah. Amen. Kol hanshama tehalelka. Amen. B'tfilah. Amen. ותן ברכת שלום ושמור על ביתנו, קרב אותנו לחלום שבתוכנו, תן תמיד רגע נעשה ידינו, הבטח ליבנו שתמיד נשיר לך, אלוקיי, אמן. תקוותיי, אמן. עטוף אותנו באהבה, אמן. תן לנו חיים ושמור עלינו, תן לנו חיים, תן שתתגשם אהבתנו, תן לנו ברכה, הבטח ליבנו שתמיד נשיר לך, נשיר לך לעולם, אמן. לכולם, אמן. חזק את רוח האדם, אמן. בתפילה, אמן. בשלום, אמן. כל הנשמה תהללך, אמן. כל הנשמה תהללך, אמן.
As we close, I want to thank two more extraordinary leaders. First, our outgoing board president, Hillel Wallach. Hillel and I began our leadership tenures together 3 years ago. I cannot imagine a better partner in this work. Whether you're at home in New York or at home in Israel, you've led us with confidence, calm, and optimism. And to Shannon, the Hillel Club student president. From the first moment I met you, I knew you'd one day take the reins of Hillel Club. Leading Hillel Club, which represents 4,000 Jewish students at Queens College entirely virtually, is no small feat. And you've led your team with confidence, care, and courage. Keep making everyone around you smile and laugh, and know that you always have a home at Queens College Hillel. On behalf of all of us at Queens College Hillel, thank you to the Planning Committee, to the Tribute Committee, and congratulations to Ellen and John.